ironically, people, not even just people, let me be real, human sacrifices shouldn't be sad or upset. They shouldn't, I can't tell people what they should and should not do, because people are going to do what they want to do. The thing is though, you shouldn't be surprised that rappers who are rapping about a lifestyle, literally, that they are living and portraying in the media, you shouldn't be surprised at what happens when they fall off the map or the simulation. And that's the problem with society right now. All of a sudden, his name ringing bells again. All of a sudden, he's up when he was down the whole entire time. And we have a video, too, to where he was expressing what happened whenever he wasn't in the industry and how down bad it was upon his mental. And before I play that video, too, it goes to show you just how fake people are, because all of a sudden, look at how many people are talking about Rich Homie Quan, including myself. But I just want to shed light on the situation, because to anybody out there who's a kid, a teenager, adult, doesn't matter. If you want to be a rapper, an influencer, doesn't even a boss, people will show you fake love whenever you're not here anymore. And the thing is too, people are scared to support you, show you love. They're scared to ride with you till the wheels fall off, especially in person as you're going through things currently. And the thing is too, people are selfish and egotistical and narcissistic because they are worried about themselves, and they should be. But the thing is though too, I am lying to you by saying that, because from when we practice all these traits, and the thing is too, when people have a lot of things going on, they have no way of showing you all those tendencies or those desires that you think you need to support you in your needs, because people can't support their own needs or desires, and they're trying to make a living for themselves as well. And the thing is, when you go into these industries and you have a certain lifestyle that you're portraying or rapping about, and people grow with you, and then they didn't expect you to be this person or this artist or this famous celebrity, now it's like those people are becoming envious of you, or they'll start supporting you now because you became somebody to millions of other people besides them. So it's like, once millions of people start seeing your message and they start supporting it, that's when the people who been knew about you will start supporting it as well, because a stranger will show you more support than your own friends and family. Not saying that most friends and family won't show you support or anything like that, but that's just how things are, because a stranger will support your dream and your journey because they don't know who you are, and then it's like they don't owe you anything but their attention span. And if people are paying attention to you and they don't know who you are, you can't be surprised when they develop a parasocial relationship, because that's just how the human nature is going to be when they are idol worshiping somebody that they have grown a bond with through the internet or through music or through sports. It's just how the human, I say, psyche is, or subconscious mind is, because the subconscious mind is addicted to what this person is crafting through their spells. And as spell casters, people are going to cast certain spells on you behind a frequency, which is exactly why you have to be able to knock down these bonds from people that you call celebrities that you look up to.
Week though, so money ain't slowing down. 12,000, that's some good money still. It just ain't them 40s and them 50s I was getting.
Right.
But I'm still going to Dubai. You know what I mean? Dubai gonna give me more than that, so I'm doing Dubais and all that. But now me and Fly ain't talking because of the litigation, man. Fly not talking at all. You know what I'm saying? I can't drop no music. My show money down. Man, I got a dark cloud over my head, bro. I probably was the person, I would definitely say, I probably was the lowest I was in my life, because you got to think, man, I went from here to here fast. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I blame myself. And it's growth. And I know it wasn't my fault. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might have said some shit 6 years ago in the interview, a cuss a nigga out. And I ain't that same Quan no more, because, like, I've grown. So even if I did, I'd tell a nigga, man, don't fault me for that, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm growing, man. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know, like...
Was it drugs involved?
Oh, hell yeah, man. I was on Molly every day.
Oof.
Listen, geeked up. Bite down. Listen, I'm talking, bro, I felt like I couldn't do a show or a song without being on Molly.
When did that start? When did the habit start?
When the habit started, shit. On the road, when I first got the road, on the road, the $800 show, I ain't drink no liquor, no lean, no none of that. You know what I'm saying? Shit, after before some type of way, we was doing so many shows, I couldn't stay up. So I knew some people like, bro, I got something to keep you up. That motherfucker kept me up. and you know,
He was a
You don't
machine
mind,
after that.
If you don't mind, who said
That's where the
that?
babies was coming from.
If you don't mind, who said that to you? Who said they got something for you to keep you up? Was it somebody from the industry or one of your friends?
as a family member.
Oh, a family member.
The thing is, too, somebody can say that I'm being insensitive or I'm being desensitized to his emotions and all that. I'm not saying that what he went through isn't tragic because, for one, it does suck that Rich Homie Quan went through this situation at 34 years old. He barely even lived life for real. He died at a young age. On top of that, it was at the highest degree, after 33rd degree, if you know secret societies and occultism and all that. But the thing is, too, he was a part of the industry, and you can't be surprised because, for one, if you're not giving up that booty, you gotta sacrifice something. On top of that, if Young Thug gets out, we know who did this. Anyways, you gotta sacrifice something. Go through a humiliation ritual. You gotta give up you gotta arch your back. You gotta kiss somebody. The Boondocks didn't tell you about Gangstalicious for no reason. And the thing is, too, a lot of people that you look up to are Gangstalicious, but they portray themselves as they get hella hoes and they got hella women around them. They got this lifestyle that they're actually living, but they are just living up to their raps that somebody is ghostwriting for them because they are playing a character. So Rich Homie Quan is a character that people have became accustomed to, and they had a certain nostalgic feeling attached to this character in his lyrics. But the thing is, though, you don't know who this person is. So the fact that people are showing fake love now that he's gone just shows you that people are following a trend or a wave. And the thing is, too, Rich Homie Quan became a slave to that lifestyle because he basically was saying he needed help, and for one, he took an oath too, so he was speaking in code the whole entire time. And he couldn't say anything about that, but he was trying to get people to understand him, which is why he said he was on Molly every single day. Because once his lifestyle changed, because when he was doing $800 shows, he was chilling. He was just he was basically authentic because he wasn't getting paid like that. So he got some type of way. Once some type of way came about, his whole lifestyle changed for the better, and he was at his highest. But then too, though, who put him in that position? Because we all know how Birdman get. Because he also had an artist too that he signed that admitted that Birdman fucked him for the deal. I can't make this stuff up. Thing is, there was an old video that was surfacing on the internet. I don't know where it is now. I was trying to find it, but the best thing I could was find this picture. And if you've seen this video, then you know what I'm talking about. But if you haven't, long story short, this was Birdman's artist, and he was in this video admitting that Birdman fucked him for the deal, and he was admitting what was going on with him, on how he became who he became. But obviously, if you don't know who he is, that's a reason, or there is a reason for that. Because for one, if you did give up your anus to this artist or Birdman, then it's like you basically just snitched on the illuminating agenda that was going to go on for you, because you were basically Birdman's boy toy. That's exactly why you got Lil Wayne and NBA Youngboy, because he's showing you who's boss. He's showing you that he runs them niggas no matter what, and they were signed to him, and he basically made them who they are today, and people wouldn't understand them for who they are today because they are too mesmerized by their talents. So once you understand that, and these are who people look up to, by the way, so regardless of their lyrical talent, you got to understand the message that they are pushing behind themselves. So you can't get mad at your favorite artist claiming, not even claiming, but the media claiming that they have overdosed or they have died from drugs or gun violence. It's like, that's what they rap about. How are you sad about that? And the thing is, too, you got to understand, when they're slapping these titles or when they're placing these different identities upon these artists, so even like Juice WRLD, Whitney Houston, you got many artists that have overdosed, supposedly. And the thing is, it's like, it's a pattern, because a lot of people don't know as well, these record companies and these different hierarchies that these artists are under, they can get insurance policies after the rapper is dead, and that's a easy pyramid scheme for these people. But the thing is, though, too, they're going to be making more money off of Rich Homie Quan's image and his sound, because now his music will keep on playing forever and ever, and people will start streaming his music again. And so now he's basically, and the thing is, too, I feel as if, because if you do want to get deeper into this rabbit hole as well, you got to understand gematria, because it was all divine timing. So when this stuff happened, you got to understand as well on, so what was yesterday? It was the 6th, I think, no, the 5th. So this happened on the 5th. and they understand the year as well and the time it happened. So all these different things line up, and you can watch. Oh, he has wonderful videos, but Call Me Kinfolk, he's able to break down gematria very well. So go subscribe to his channel if he does drop a video on that. But if you do understand gematria, all this stuff is numbers. It's all timing and location, scenario, all of that. That's why I stated earlier, if Young Thug gets out, we know who did it. Because this was not just unexpected. This was expected to happen. Because, too, people understand that the deities that were above Rich Homie Quan, who were monitoring him, they know what can get people going and how people can feel a certain type of way, literally. So by him admitting that, people are giving him fake love and fake flowers as he's gone. But when he was here crying out for help, nobody was there to help him out. Because, of course, people were too worried about their lifestyle as well. Because that's what they were supposed to be living. But now that his message is being pushed out to where he overdosed, people want to feel sad. The thing is, he was rapping about his gambling addiction, and then people fed into it by giving him more attention because it sounded good. That's what rap is. If you are a rapper, this lifestyle would not be. You won't have a long lifestyle unless you are, for one, unless you're a clone. Two, unless you're pushing a Luciferian agenda to the point to where you are above your life expectancy because you are basically immortal and people can't kill you or cancel you because you have already sold or monetized your morality to stay immortal, to have your sound live on forever. But you will be enslaved. So the real person is basically enslaved to rapping these different musical, I'll say spellcasting rituals or acts behind closed doors, but people don't see the work that they do behind closed doors because all they see or all they hear is the message that they are pushing out to them. And it's sad that I didn't know this stuff when I was in middle school or high school listening to Rich Homie Quan, but now that I'm older, it's like people die every single day and nobody wants to show that person love. But when it comes down to a celebrity, people are attached to simulated thought processes. Like Rich Homie Quan wasn't even a real person, he was a character. So the thing is too, in my opinion or my hypothesis, I feel like some people are so famous to the point to where they just want to enjoy life. So don't be surprised later on in these years when somebody says, hey, I think I see Rich Homie Quan at the park or something like that, or I seen him do something like this or that. And the thing is too, he's probably gonna say, hey bro, keep that shit on the low, player. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I got a family, bro. I ain't trying to be in the light no more. So people don't really understand that. And some rappers can do that shit. If you actually have your way with things, if you sign your soul away, if you make pacts with demons, false bargains with demons, like that's the thing when you sell your morality. Like you never know what level he was actually on in the industry because he stated that once he was doing Molly every day, there's a reason for that because what did you go through? What were you running from to the points where you had to resort to drugs? You had to feel as if that drug was your comfort. Like it was a safety blanket. What were you running from? What were you covering up? He had some demons in that closet that he knew about, but nobody could understand what he was going through. So he ran to the drugs. The same exact thing majority of these rappers push or talk about. But then people in society wanna feel bad or feel sorry or feel sad for characters who are accustomed to living their role. That it was the movie script and you're sad about a character or an entertainer living out their scripted life. He may not be even dead. He may not be dead for real. Like you have died, and dead. When these titles are put onto these people or these characters, a lot of people cannot fathom what is going to happen within this ego's process through a Luciferian enlightenment. Because people got to understand too, some people do not want to be famous. They just want the money to help give their family a sustainable living to where they can feel comfortable for the rest of their days, of their weeks, because they're going to be weakened during their days because Rich Homie Quan was a sacrificial lamb. Not only that, we are all sacrificial lambs. So the fact that you are a sacrifice, crying over a sacrifice, just shows that you are attached to simulated codes. And the thing is, why would you feel bad for somebody who graduated from the simulation or the holographic virtual reality that we live in, which is not reality, but your mind believes it. Your mind believes that you're living in it for a temporary period of time. So that's why you have to be able to understand too, even these agendas as far as like rappers being zesty and all that. your favorite rapper is Gangstalicious, and the thing is too, there's nothing wrong with being gay. If you want to have the same sex, if you want to be a part of that industry or that limelight, by all means do what you gotta do. Nobody gives a fuck. But the fact that you're lying about it to people and then people look up to you, that's even worse, because you are a hypocrite on top of that. 2, you are scared to come out of the closet. 3, you don't even love yourself for real, because you are hiding from what you know you are, because you know what you are behind closed doors. But through your music or through the media, you portray like you a gangster, or you portray like you're actually rich when you're deep down, you're broke on the inside. All that money cannot save you from yourself. So you can become a multi-millionaire for pushing negativity, but no matter what, that negativity that you're rapping about will catch up to you, because you are literally rapping about spells. The English language is spell casting. I hope people understand that. If you don't know that, you are lost. Not saying that in a bad way, but you gotta understand, when you speak the English language, you are literally using witchcraft. When I mean witchcraft, I actually do mean magic. So you believe in God, you believe in God or Jesus, but you don't believe in magic. That's true magic right there. You believe in a God that you've never seen before besides the mirror. But then when it comes down to magic, when somebody tells you about white magic or black magic, you raise your eyebrows or you act surprised, like, what are you talking about? I don't believe in none of that. That's true witchcraft right there. That lets you know how sleepy you are, because people are telling you who they are in the industry through entertainment. But yeah, we have the youth going to them for advice or for guidance in a negative way, not knowing that these people don't have the answers to your problems. You have to face those demons on your own by making the right or wrong decision. So if you want attention, if you want fame, if you want money, if you want to take care of your family, by all means, you don't have to sell or monetize your soul to do this energy or this craft through your practices unconsciously, because people will literally love you for your works as you are here for a temporary period of time. The thing is too, though, people are so fixated on being somebody. Once they are gone, they don't actually care about their life expectancy, because they are sacrificing themselves anyways to help benefit for their future family. So some people, it's so many things that go on this rabbit hole, people can't fathom this right now. The only thing that they can comprehend is just who he was and what he did for them. But he didn't do shit for them. And then people get on the internet talking about some, man, we can grieve how we want. We can say rest in peace or whatever. It's just rich homie Quan. Either way it goes, people die every single day. But you don't give them their flowers as well. But when it comes down to a celebrity, every single time, people will support that person for a day or 2 days, and guess what? They forget about your ass, man. Like, that shit it blows my mind how people act through the internet. They are not keeping it real with you. People do not care or did not care about Rich Homie Quan till today or yesterday. That is sad. That lets you know right there. Look at all the people through your notes. Like, go on Instagram. Look at even on Twitter, TikTok. Look at your notes. And look on people's stories. See how many people are posting about the same exact message. That lets you know that right then and there, these gatekeepers, these handlers that are watching you and observing your account on social media, they are waiting for you to feel a type of way about somebody you don't even know. They want you to be sad because they need your energy. They need to feel their society. So by them doing that, you are giving them more benefits. You're giving them more monetization over a character that you never seen before in person. And the thing is too, I was fortunate to see him at Lenox Mall with my brother when I was around like my early 20s too. But if you have been to Atlanta and you've been to Lenox before, he was there before. So when I seen him, that was the first time I actually understand, like, these people, they still regular people. Because of the fact that people were coming up to his, I forgot what kind of car he had, but he had bodyguards, and people came up to him as if he was God. Not saying that we are all not made in the image of God, but the fact that you are screaming over him or you're running to him to get an autograph is just like, fam, what are you idolizing about him? Because he can rap. And the thing is too, I see him, I was just like, oh, okay, that's what's homie Quan. Cool, that's what's up. He's at the mall with us. All right, keep on moving. Like, life goes on. But some people can't understand that because they feel some type of way with their emotions, which is exactly why if you had detached from parasocial bonds, you will transcend the simulation. But if you stay attached to celebrities or influencers or content creators or people that you look up to or are inspired by, you will get your consciousness stuck in this simulation for good. And that will be your fault because you cannot detach from people physically. Physically, you are a separated, fragmented thought of someone else's thought process. You are a reflection of everybody. The only difference is physically, we all have differences physically. I'm going to say it again. The only difference physically is that we have differences physically, but spiritually, we are all the same being. So the thing is, these people are not dead. They are still living. On top of that, you don't know the hell you honking at. You don't know if these people are still, or if they're a clone, if they're just hiding, because some people can hide. That's why Machiavelli became who he was, because he faked his death. People do fake their deaths. Why is that? Because they don't want to be famous no more. All they want is the money. Get them the cash so that they can have their heaven and be away from hell with demonic programs. Because once you sell your morality out, once you've been over backwards, your handler, your gatekeeper can promise you any lifestyle that you want because you sold out. All the youth out there, even to my young adults, people with common sense, if you want to be smarter with your life, stop looking up to rappers. Excuse me. Stop being inspired by literal crash outs, because that's all that they have been rapping about. And the fact that you are surprised that they have transcended the simulation meaning this holographic reality that you are virtually living in, mentally, by the way, you had to disassociate from subconscious thoughts. Now, of course, it's hard for people to do that because, for one, I don't watch that people like that. It's hard for people to do that because some people aren't spiritually ready to awaken to what is actually going on in life. But the fact that his death determines how you're feeling or how your day will go, that's a problem, because you don't even do that with your own family. You have a family at home that actually probably does care about you or love you, but yet you don't go out and get them their flowers, or you don't go out and get them a hug, you don't talk to them, you don't claim you love them, whatever the case may be. That's your situation at home. But if one of them died, you would know how that feels as well. But you don't go around on social media talking about it. Now, if you do, however you grieve is on you. But I never understood how people post their family's death on the internet as if we can grieve with you. That's so confusing and hypocritical, because it's like, that's for you to feel. Why are you wanting us to feel your pain? That's just basically harvesting somebody's energy. So he was an energy harvester as well. His body got snatched, so now his voice is heard. That's what happens when you sell your monetization for becoming a rapper or becoming a voice for the youth or for the people, for the future. People are getting their soul and their body snatched, and then once this person is physically gone from society, now all of a sudden we want to give them admiration. We want to talk about them and repost them, and that we want to act like we actually love them for who they are when they were here. Cap, because 5 years ago you were not talking about Rich Homie Quan. You did not give a fuck, and it was crazy. I didn't give a fuck either. I'm gonna sit here and be honest with you. I can't sit here and cap, but thing is though, I am going to shed light on this, because this goes to show you that. Think about all his songs that he talked about. Milk Marie, she got a, like, I ain't even going to get into that, but that shit's so hard. But all the songs that he talked about, all the things that he rapped, you cannot be surprised at what has happened. That's like you rapping about killing people. You rapping about guns and girls. You're rapping about this certain lifestyle that you are not really living for real. And then when you don't bend over backwards for your boss, when they tell you they want your booty, they want to kiss on you, and you say, man, I don't want to do this shit no more, bro. I'm tired of being drugged up. Say you can fuck me over for this deal. It's like, once you say no, now you're not on top no more. You're not with Young Thug. Nothing but a gay thug. Literally. Young Thug. Like, they're basically boy toys with Birdman. So when you try to lead that industry, you ain't gonna leave that easy, my boy. They gotta do something to you and for you. And then when you're not on top no more, now you're a family man. It's okay to be with your family, your kids. It's okay to be your own boss. It's okay to make YouTube videos. It's okay to go paint. It's okay to make shoes, jackets, sweatpants. It's okay to work a 9-to-5 job. It is okay to work a job that is not directing your lifestyle towards fame and celebrity status. And it's sad that you have to become a celebrity to be heard in reality, and reality not even real to reality. It's just sad how people claim that they're actually real people, But yet when somebody dies, that's when reality hits for them. It's like this nigga was here the whole entire time, and yet I didn't see not one person post any song about him or that he was in. But now all of a sudden, oh yeah, let me go and post his music on my story, or let me go and post about him real quick so people know that I fuck with Rich Homie Quan. That shit crazy as hell. Now there are some people who are loyal to his music. They were probably just playing his songs, but now it's just like, well, this is what happens. Don't be surprised at who dies next. It's all a story. It's all a script. We are literally in a movie. We are in a simulated version of your... I'm not going to say your background, but you are in the background of a Nephilim's main story. So Nephilim are entertained by our stupidity and our idiocracy and our determination to become somebody in life. And that means monetizing your solar energy to make yourself feel known for the future, then so be it. But either way it goes, they'll benefit and make money off of you when you are gone, because they made a deal with you, but you ain't read the fine print. That's exactly why, if you are not ready spiritually, mentally, or physically to align yourself to what being authentic means by walking with Almighty God, you are going to enslave your subconscious mind to Satan by making a deal in blood and taking an oath. And then when these Luciferian gatekeepers that you sign with, when they take your life and they start playing with your booty and shit, and then you start saying, I don't want to do this shit no more, you will not be on top anymore. You have to go back to living a regular lifestyle. Now, of course, some people may still fuck with you, but you won't be a A-list celebrity no more. You won't be on the top charts no more. Why is that? Because you have gave up who you thought you weren't. You were doing a practice at first, and you were okay with it at first, but now it's been getting bestowed upon you constantly, and you don't feel good about it no more. Now you feel guilty about your decision making. So you try to run from your choices or your problems or your logic, and then you resort to drugs like drugs gonna save you. Put the drugs down. Put it down, man. I've been growing up seeing so much shit like this. So many people fall into drugs, bro. It's not worth it. Go meditate, go pray, go ground, go to bed, go cry, go play the game, go punch a bag, go exercise, go do sit-ups, go hit the sauna, go be with someone, go get help. Help yourself. Don't expect nobody to help you or love you for you till you're gone. Because when you're gone, that's when people really start to realize that death is literally knocking at their door as well. You cannot fear what's destined for all of us. We are all meant to be sacrificed in this dominion that we call Earth, or planet Kai, Gaia, whatever you want to call this simulated version of our mother's nature. You are living in a circle of life, so no matter what, he's not dead, he's still living. But who is he living for, and how is he living if he's already dead? And he was never alive in the first place. So you thought that he was living, but he was already dead before his name, it was even Rich Homie Quan. So who is Rich Homie Quan to you? Have a great day, God and Goddess.